Hi everyone. This is a Chinese movie called The Sadness. A young couple Jim and Kate wakes up one morning. Jim asked Kate if she can take the morning off work. Kate said that she's having a meeting that she can't miss. Apparently, they have a trip next week to Kenting. Jim said that he has forgotten and cannot go with her together because his commander, Barry, want him to help on a shoot next week. Jim said that he was kidding. It's a German ad agency and they pay pretty good. Kate said that it was not easy to book a week off. She only gets 10 vacation days a year and she want to relax in the fresh air. Kate got angry and went to shower and Jim takes his cell phone and goes to the internet and saw a trending video of a TV presenter discussing about a new virus outbreak called Alvin virus with a doctor. The doctor said that there are dormant protein chains in Alvin virus that vary clearly from the Lisa order of viruses. That's the same order that rabies are part of and the society must take this outbreak seriously. Jim walks to the balcony. He saw of his neighbors standing on a roof. He called her and asked if she's okay. She turned around covered with blood. Kate called Jim, he turned around and immediately turned back again, the old woman was gone. Jim saw Mr. Lin in his apartment acting weird and asked if he's alright. Mr. Lin responded telling him that it's just a cold. Jim took Kate on his motorcycle to drop her off work. They saw dead bodies and cops arresting people on the street. Jim dropped Kate off to work. He hopped on his motorcycle to restaurant and ordered for a coffee. Whilst waiting for his order, the old woman he saw on the rooftop walked in barefooted and one of the costumers asked if everything is fine with her. She turned around and spit on the guy who's trying to help her and smashed the cooker with the heated oil on the gas and started tearing his skin apart. People started violence in the restaurant and the old woman went after Jim but instantly knocked down by a car. He notices that people are going crazy on the street. Jim ran to home, turned on the TV and texted Kate if she's okay cause people are going crazy and hurting each other so she shouldn't come back home, he'll go and pick her up. Mr. Lin entered the room infected with the Alvin virus and trying to kill him with a flower cutter. They fought each other and eventually, Jim got his 2 fingers cut off with the flower cutter and Jim hit Mr. Lin with a hard object. Jim managed to ride his bike with his 8 fingers and got company on the street. Whilst Kate was in a train reading her novel book, a man sitting beside her asked what she's reading and telling she's pretty. Kate told him she appreciates his friendliness but he should stop asking her questions else she'd call the cops and accuse him of sexual harassment. The train reached a pickup point and some of the infected entered and then stared killing people. The man who was sitting beside Kate also got infected and pierces a girl named Molly I with an umbrella. Kate accidentally dropped her cell phone and ran to the exit with Molly and hit the security guard on the face for not helping them. Kate and Molly went to a hospital with the security guard. The nurses took Molly to an isolated room. Kate borrowed the security guard's cell phone to call Jim. A live speech came from the president of China on the TV saying that although there's no evidence that the Alvin virus is responsible for the current disturbance, it should not be ruled out as a possibility, and the vice president continues that they're likely dealing with a contagious disease that essentially transforms normal people into a homicidal sadistic maniacs. According to their big data, estimates of nationwide infection are between 15 to 20%. And that's 4.5 million infected people and above, and those 4.5 are out there in the street. The vice president got infected and uses grenade and blows off the president's head on live camera. The infected got into the hospital, killed the cops and started violence. Kate took a cell phone and went to the upper floor and called Jim and told him she's at NTU hospital and not hurt but the cops are all dead. When they were talking, Jim was getting infected. The security guard found out that Molly is infected and tries to escape but got ambushed by a group of the infecteds. The man went after Kate. Kate hid and found a fire extinguisher and sprayed it on his face and finally hits him with to death. A doctor came out of his laboratory and took Kate in. He pointed a gun on Kate and told her to move to the shower, cuff herself and take a bath. He happens to be the doctor that was discussing about the Alvin virus. He told Kate that for a full year, he tried to tell people that this virus would mutate but no one trusts doctors anymore. Everything must be politicized. There can no longer be truth. A nationwide lockdown probably felt like career suicide to them. That it's an election year and they don't want to risk driving the country into a recession. And told her that the Alvin virus is like being possessed by an evil spirit. It affects the limbic system in the brain and connects the area that regulates aggression to the area that governs sexual drive. And all those men who are infected likely understand that the things they're doing are vile and repugnant, but the desire is too strong for them to resist, and asking them to indulge in those vile is like asking you not to blink. The doctor asked Kate to come for a blood test. Whilst Kate's dumping her infected clothes in a bin, she heard a baby crying and it was infected. The doctor immediately injected Kate with a culture of the Alvin virus to see if she's immune. That if she is immune, they might be able to use her to develop a vaccine. But if she's not, he'll kill her. Kate managed to text Jim that she's on the 8th floor maternity ward and the man that she's with has a gun. Jim saw the text and then dropped the cell phone. The doctor tries to escape with Kate but got ambushed by the infected and killed them with his handgun. Kate helped the doctor and were to make it to the rooftop, but Jim showed up and was infected and started violence. He killed the doctor and then Kate grabbed the keys, opened the gate to the roof and locked Jim. Jim asked Kate to open the gate cause he loves her and want to tear her skin apart. Kate cried and ran to the rooftop and flew with an helicopter. Subscribe, like and share for next video.